Today we will discuss on gravitation. It is a kind of attractive force. It is never repulsive. So, gravitation is a force. Gravitation can also be called as force of attraction. According to the studies done by the great scientists, philosophers and mathematicians like Aristotle, Brahmagupta, Newton and many others, there exists a force of attraction between any two objects in the universe, and the force is called gravitation. The objects could be anything. It could be two stones lying on the ground, between you and me if we are closer, between a desk and a book, between the stars, between the sun and the planets. There exists a force of attraction. As you can see in the picture, the tree and the girl, there is a force of attraction between them. The tree and the fruits, there is a force of attraction between them. There exists a force of attraction between any two objects in the universe, even between the sun and the earth. And we call this force of attraction gravitation. It is a force. But we do not notice this force in a small object. We don't feel this kind of force. We don't notice it. We do not feel it easily in a small object, because this force is very less in a small object. It is very weak force, but in a very huge object like the stars, planet, this force are noticeable or can be easily detected. So gravitation can be defined as the force of attraction between any two bodies or object in the universe due to their masses. Its symbol is F. Like other forces, it is denoted by F, and its unit is Newton. And the formula to calculate the gravitation was formulated by Sir Isaac Newton, and it is gravitation equals to G m1 m2 upon d square. And the unit of gravitation is Newton, as it is a force, so its unit is Newton. Now we move on to the next part, that is effect or consequences of gravitation. So the effect of consequences of gravitation are existence of solar system, constellation and galaxy. If there had been no gravitation, solar system would not exist, constellation would not exist, and galaxy would not exist, and finally universe would not exist. So it is because of gravitation solar system is there. There is constellation, there is galaxy, and there is our world. Occurrence of tides in the sea and ocean. You know what tides is? It is the rise and fall of water level in the sea and ocean. So this occurs because of gravitation, that is the gravitational force of the moon and the sun. When the sun and the moon comes nearest to the earth, then there is the occurrence of tides in the sea and ocean. And revolution of planet around the sun. It is because of this gravitation the planets are able to revolve around the sun. The falling of fruit from a tree is due to gravitation of the earth. So these are the effects and consequences of gravitation. as I said, the falling of fruits from a tree is due to gravitation, and the existence of solar system is due to gravitation. The force of attraction exists between the sun and the planet, and even between these two planets there exists a force of attraction, and this force are balanced in such a way that they keep on revolving around the sun. And we have here tides rising in oceans and seas. This is because of the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. When the sun and the moon come nearest to the earth, are nearer to the earth, the water level in the sea and ocean rises, and we call it tides. So we can see the effects of gravitation, or the force of gravitation, are noticeable only in a large or huge objects. It is hard to detect in a very small object. Once again, I would like to repeat, gravitation is calculated by using the formula F equals to G m1 m2 this square, where m1 denotes mass of one object and m2 denotes mass of another object, and d denotes the distance between their centers. G is gravitational constant. I will explain about it in my next video. The SI unit of gravitation is Newton. So keep these things in mind. Do not forget the formula of gravitation, the unit of gravitation, and the effects of gravitation. And do copy down what does the initial stands for. This stands for gravitational constant. M1 stands for mass of one object, M2 stands for mass of another object, and D stands for distance between their centers, distance between the centers of the two objects. And finally, I would like to tell you once again, please note down these three important points, that is the formula of gravitation, and then unit, and the effects. And in our next video, we'll discuss on Newton's law and some numerical problems related with this. Till then, have a good time.